Hello, BookTube. I've got a little mail for you today on an intermittently bright, windy day here that I think is the calm before the storm. Once again, I have a feeling that the forecasts for tomorrow are right, largely right. It doesn't look like the storm's going to miss completely. It looks like we're going to get sleet, maybe even a tiny bit of snow tomorrow. But tomorrow afternoon looks like it'll be too messy to go out. The bean will not want to leave her perch. In fact, she might not even want to be up there. Sometimes if the rain is hitting the window, she doesn't even want to be near it, even though she's inside. Uh, a good day for me, crowded with work, but that's a good feeling. We have some periodicals and some packages. On a day when I am going to try my hardest not to go down a rabbit hole of staring at tech reviews on YouTube. But 2022 has well and truly started. So I am back in the market for a new piece of tech. I think I would like to get a non-Apple, a non-MacBook laptop. I think that's the next thing I would like. Not an iPad mini. I think an iPad mini would mostly just gather dust. I don't think I need another tablet. I think I want to try a non-Apple laptop. A non-Apple laptop that is also not a Chromebook. And I think I want the manufacturer to be Samsung. So I said this in my Brattle Hall for today, but I'll say it again here in this video. If any of you have any recommendations, if you use a Samsung laptop, I would love to hear about it. Love to hear, any pointers that you can give me for YouTube rabbit holes to go down. I'm kind of in a little window here. I would like to make this purchase sometime in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and money is no object. So feel free to recommend, the top of the line if that's where your recommendation goes. But anyway, I am going to have to resist that rabbit hole because I have work to do that cannot be distracted. But we have time for a couple of videos. Surely we do. Like, for instance, the periodicals. I got 3 periodicals. The first is Architectural Digest, which I got the subscription for a song, so I definitely indulged. And as always with Architectural Digest, I always look for some place or design that I would actually live. I almost never find it. The front half of the magazine is just high-profile ads and real estate listings and whatnot. The back part of Architectural Digest are home profiles of people's homes. And I always look at those profiles for something where I would want to live, and I almost never see it. Like, for instance, what is this thing? This is egregious, but this example is egregious, but I thought I'd list it anyway. This is outside of Palm Springs. That is the house. Can you imagine anything less hospitable than that? That is the house. And it doesn't get any better in detail either. There is a nice little cactus garden for you if you want to go and sit in the cactus garden. And then look at this. Look at that. It's like something on the moon. Why would anyone want to live there? You have nothing living. You are totally dependent on the outside world for everything. Water, everything. It's look at these interiors. That is the bedroom. Who would want to sleep in a bedroom like that? Look at that. It doesn't look like it's made for humans at all. So there wasn't anything in that issue. And the other magazine that I got, another square-bound glossy, was GQ. This is the sports issue, so it had almost nothing in it that was of interest to me, except the pages at the beginning that are all about high fashion and bling and accessories, where, in case you're wondering where you can go to get a $950 skateboard. But fortunately, it wasn't all that way. It wasn't all soulless, fortunately, because I also got the latest issue of the Bedford Times-Press. This is a small newspaper in Bedford, Iowa, that has local stuff, local sports, that sort of thing, and also a column by me. Every single issue, once a week, there is an Ex Libris column by yours truly. A generously lengthened thing, as you can see. It's a nice long thing. On whatever bookish subject happens to be on my mind that day. Let's see what it is this time. What was on my mind when I did this? Oh, right? Okay. This column is called Friends, Romans, Crackpots. And it's about that TikTok content creator from the end of last year who became infamous, got her 15 minutes of infamy, by sneeringly, condescendingly just telling everybody, hey, you do know the Roman Empire wasn't real. It's a circus, dude. Just not just saying it, but saying it just dripping with condescension. Like you'd have to be some sort of brain-damaged child to even have entertained the thought that ancient Rome was real. Instead, she says it was a wholesale fictional creation of the Spanish Inquisition. She was roasted on TikTok enormously. She's been roasted on YouTube enormously. I didn't feel it was right for me to let the whole thing go, so I wrote a whole column about it. And you will not be able to get that column anywhere except in the Bedford Times Press. So you should subscribe. You should subscribe. You won't really have much interest in the rest of it. But that column can be found nowhere else. Even online, you still have to subscribe. They paywall their content. And if you decide to do that for a weekly book column by yours truly, be sure to tell them that's why you're doing it. Okay? Be sure to say that to them. Because that is mother's milk to a freelancer. Freelancers like it when people tell their paymasters why they're doing what they're doing. So feel free. Then we have a couple of packages. Fortunately, the Ex Libris column in the Bedford Times Press doesn't let you down, the way other periodicals so often tend to do. But what have we got here? What is this next thing? Okay. Okay, there's a couple of things here. Okay, this is 2 books in it. Did not request these. Let's see what we have here. The first one is Soul Collector by Duvet Knox. What on earth? Why is this coming to me? Soul Collector by Duvet Knox. The urban folklore fiction readers are looking for. Hailing from the South, Duvet Knox is a longtime soothsayer, there's no such thing, comic, and purveyor of urban folk tales. Knox's first formally published work, Soul Collector, has been long anticipated by his followers and offers a boon to the all too undeserved market of black and urban literature. Okay. His language is preserved in its authentic form, down to the spelling, creating a cultural experience that has been historically suppressed by traditional publishing. Okay. All right. Okay. I am clearly not the target audience for this book. Not sure why I'm getting it. But let's move on to the next one. Okay. So let's move on to the next one so that I don't start soliloquizing. Ready? So, the main thing that's been suppressed by mainstream publishing is bad writing. And if you want to call yourself a writer, but you don't want to adhere to the spelling and grammar of the language you're using, anyway, that doesn't make everyone who wants you to do that a racist. That makes you a bad writer. Anyway, let's just move on to the next one. The next one is Songs for the Cleveland Avenue Warriors, a poetic debut by Gary Moore. Revolution is in the air, says Gary Moore in his first book of poetry, while we stand at the brink of the kitchen sink, frantically watching the distress from our hair. Okay, that's got to be a typo, right? That's got to be washing the distress from our hair, not watching the distress from our hair. We can't watch anything from our hair. It's got to be washing. I'll have to check the book. Maybe I don't know if this is a finished copy or not, but that has to be a typo. Poignant, intelligent, and bursting with salient insights on race, class, and family, this book is a straightforward voice of pain and compassion, and it offers an antidote to the flamboyant sociopathy of our times. 80 poems here in 3 sections. Okay, so this is going to be $16, and it comes out in... it came out in August. Okay, no idea why I'm getting either one of them. Well, how odd. How did I get on the list here? But if either of these strike you of interest, the debut poetry collection is always of interest. And Soul Collector, uh, these are attractively done. They're attractively made books. So both from 2021, I think. Let's check Soul Collector. Yeah, they're both from August of 2021. So they're out already. If they struck your fancy, you can get them. And then the last package here. I just take the thumbs off the tabs quickly, just as a matter of course. They don't work; they never have worked. But I take them off just to get them out of the way. What have we got here? Let's put all this stuff away. Okay, this is from St. Martin's Press. Have more stuff. What do we got here? Okay, this comes out in a week. January 18th. This is from St. Martin's Griffin, and this is How to Love Your Neighbor by Sophie Sullivan. With one of these ubiquitous cartoon covers, this must be a contemporary romance. A frothy, effervescent romantic comedy from the author of 10 Rules for Faking It. This is a slow burn romance that will have you delighted from start to finish. Interior design school? Check. Cute house to fix up? Check. Sexy, grumpy neighbor who is going to get in the way of all your plans? Check, unfortunately. Grace Travis has it all figured out. In between finishing school and working a million odd jobs, she'll get her degree and her dream job. Most importantly, she'll have a place to belong, something her harsh mother could never make. When an opportunity to fix up and live in a little house on the beach comes along, Grace is all in, until her biggest roadblock moves in next door. Noah Jameson knows how to make a deal. As a real estate developer, he knows when he's found something special, something you'd even call home, provided he can expand by taking over the house next door, the house with the combative and beautiful woman living in it. Okay, so an enemies to lovers type thing. Great. So this comes out on January 18th. It's going to be a paperback original at $17. I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. I don't like this particular cover trend, and it's absolutely ubiquitous. So I'm out of luck because I don't like it. But that doesn't mean the book won't be good. I will read the book tonight and see. Maybe the author would like to do a little interview poo. That'd be nice. So there you go. That is the mail. The highlight of which is the Ex Libris column in the Bedford Times Press, which can be yours. Just because it's a local Iowa paper doesn't mean they don't mail it out. They'll mail it out to you. In America anyway, they'll mail it out to you. You can read all about the latest local athlete triumphs, and you can read my book column. Just a thought, just in case you've got that. I don't remember off the top of my head what the subscription cost is, but for a weekly column from Steve, consider it the old school version of a Substack. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.